Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would love to review this gorgeous wig for you, which is called Caliente by Belle Tress in the new color Tres Leches Blonde. Now, if you'd like to know how long she is exactly, how the color is composed, what features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. So this is Caliente by Belle Tress, one of their many beachy wave styles. I think this is like their signature look. They have a lot of them. And with many others, it's really hard to tell them apart. But with this one, I think Caliente has some unique look, so you can recognize her when you see her. This is my second Caliente, actually. I had one approximately 2 years ago, the first one I had, which was the first Belle Tress wig I ever had. And it was terrible. I bought it brand new, and there was so much going on. It had box hair, the wave pattern was terrible, and although I'm quite gifted in styling wigs, I wasn't able to do anything, any magic at all with that one. I tried to fix it, but didn't succeed. I just hated it and sold her again, and then never ever wanted to have a Caliente again. And then I've seen so many others that looked so great. And when Belle Tress came out with this new color, Tres Leches Blonde, I was over the moon and had to have it. And I don't know why, but suddenly I went for Caliente again and gave her a second chance. And I must say, I'm thrilled. This one really looks great. She was like this right out of the box. I hardly did anything to her, and I'm really happy with the style. It's a mid-length bob. It's not too long and not too short either. It's just a good length in between, shoulder length, but still doesn't really touch your clothes. So there's not too much friction and tangling going on. I think the length is perfect. And now they're even coming out with a longer style, Caliente 16-inch, which has the same curl pattern and is just a little longer. So for all of you who love the look but don't like the length, this is your chance. Now, I really like the style, but I'm thinking about getting another Belle Tress, which is a little longer, since I've rediscovered my love for longer hair all of a sudden, since I've been reviewing wigs and started wearing longer styles again. But just in the fall and winter. In the summer, I stick to my shorter ones and pixies, because the longer ones are much too hot for me in the summer. Now for the color, Belle Tress really doesn't give us any color codes, unfortunately, so I can just give you the description that Belle Tress gives us, and they call this color, the Tres Leches Blonde, a honey blonde mixed with a light golden blonde, or subtle golden blonde, I think they wrote, an ash blonde, and all that is on a medium golden brown root. And I think that's what makes this color so attractive, because the root is not as dark as on many other rooted blondes. And I just love this blonde. It's a really well blend. You can definitely see the gold blonde and the honey blonde, and then the light platinum highlights it has, and the ashy. And I'd say it's a neutral blonde. It's not really extremely cool, although it's a little ashy, but it has quite some warmth also. So I'd say it's in between warm and cool. It's just a neutral blonde, which I love. Now, Caliente features a temple-to-temple lace front that goes just from here to here, and a left side mono part. And of course, I'm going to show you this from up close, as always. And Belle Tress really makes very beautiful lace fronts, and this one is no exception. I think it's really well done. As you can see, they brought the highlight color right in front of the hairline, so you don't see any dark knots. I'm not such a huge fan of this banding effect. It looks like this white stripe that it has in front. But of course, you know, if you go further back and from a distance, no one will spot this as a band, of course. But when you come up close, I think it looks a little bit unnatural. I'm not really a huge fan. I prefer when they alternate the very light fibers with some darker ones. And then she has that, oops, that left side mono part. I hope you can see it. This was very densely knotted, so the only thing I did was I plucked the part a little to give it a more realistic look. And in my opinion, if you have a monofilament, you should be able to see it, or rather see through the monofilament to your scalp. And I'm really happy how it turned out. I will show you the length all around the screen, so I won't have to bore you with the numbers, and we can talk about permatease next, as we always do. Now, this wig has some permatease, but not really a lot. As you know, Belle Tress is known for having very little to no permatease at all, just like Ellen Wille. And it doesn't have any in the back. I don't feel any in the whole, not in the nape, not in the back. It has quite some here on top. You can feel it up here, although it doesn't look it doesn't have that huge lift or something. I don't know, but you can feel it. And on the sides, you can definitely feel permatease to give it some volume around here. But it's not overdone. It's not heavy or pillowy, I'd say. Even if you don't like permatease, I'm sure you will love this style, and I think it looks quite natural. Now the fibers are heat defiant, as in most styles of the Cafe collection that Belle Tress calls this line, and I love their fibers. And although my favorite brand of all is Raquel Welch, as you might know, I have a lot of their styles, but in direct comparison, I must say I prefer the Belle Tress heat defined fibers. They are so soft and smooth and airy and light. It's incredible. I mean, definitely Raquel Welch has the better lace front, and I would say their caps are also more luxurious than most of the Belle Tress, not all of course, but in general. And but when it comes to the heat defined fibers, it's not that I don't like Raquel Welch fibers, don't quote me on that. I do, but I think they should also use these fibers that Belle Tress uses, because they are so smooth and so soft. It feels so good. And I would also say they don't tangle as much as Raquel's fibers. So guys at Hair You Wear, in case you're watching, please think about these fibers. Okay. Yeah, and of course, the heat-defined fibers have several advantages. For one, they don't shine as much as regular synthetics, so I didn't have to do anything at all. I didn't have to use any dry shampoo on this one. This is like straight out of the box. I think I just sprayed some hairspray right in front for a little lift, but this style definitely doesn't fall into your face. And of course, you have the possibility to change the style with heat. With your heat tools, you can straighten it and curl it, add more waves if you prefer. Everything just like with human hair. So this is a great plus. And besides, I think the heat-defined fibers look and feel the most realistic. So these fibers are definitely out of a dream. Now let me show her to you from all sides, and after that also outside in natural daylight. Isn't this just cute? I love those beachy waves. They look as if you just went for a swim in the ocean, came out and let your hair air dry, and it's so modern and a little edgy, quite tousled, and just beautiful in my opinion. And as you can see, they really don't fall into your face, which is so great. I really can't stand it if the hair is falling into my face every time I look down. So I can definitely recommend Caliente. Now, when it comes to styling, you can't do that much with it because it's not that long. So even a ponytail, maybe a very short one, would be possible. But you could, put it up on one side or tuck one side behind your ear if you like. It has a low density, of course. It's not a heavy density at all, as most Belle Tress wigs. And so, as you can see, this stays behind my ear effortlessly, so I don't really have to use any clip or anything. This is really great. Or you could also clip up both sides if you'd like a more sleeker look. That's no problem at all. And to go back, you just shake your head. And she looks great again. Do you see this? I mean, come on. There are not many styles you can do this with that still look great after that and still don't fall into your face. I love it. Now let's try her with glasses or readers today, which isn't a problem at all. There's enough space between your ears and the ear tabs to fit glasses. Okay, now let's have a look at this gorgeous blonde outside in natural daylight. Now, isn't this color just beautiful? I love how they compose these blondes, and I also love the lighter root. I definitely have to have this color again, but I'm thinking about getting it on another style. If you like the light blondes, Belle Tress is definitely a great choice for you. Now, last but not least, let's have a look at the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. There you can see that nice lace front, which is not extended, unfortunately. It doesn't go down into the ear tabs. I think this is a real pity. I very much prefer the extended lace front, but the seam is well done, and it's well obscured, so you don't see it through. And then the lace front seamlessly goes into the mono part, which isn't that deep, but it's quite wide, so you have quite some parting space here. On the side, she has those felt-covered ear tabs with the metal stays, the bendable ones inside. The rest of the cap is open wefted. It has an extended nape and the adjustable straps with the bra-like adjusters, which I don't really like. You can just pull in any direction to change it. I prefer the Velcro adjusters, but you can live with that too, of course. Overall, this cap is quite well done. All right, that was my little review of Caliente. I hope you liked it and it is helpful. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos, and there's a new one coming out each Friday. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you are well and stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. In the brand new color, no, it's not brand new, which is called Caliente by Belle Tress. Now let's try her with glasses. So
Hier ist das Resultat meiner Websuche.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.